Welcome back to another episode of me trying to make £1,000,000. So this week, what has happened? We have released the tops. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. And also, I've actually trimmed it before I actually get into it. But yes, we have released the tops, which is this one, oversized with the logo in the middle, now on the back. So that's been released. I released that on Thursday. It's actually Saturday now, so it's been out for 2 days. And we have received a total of, drumroll please, 0 sales. So there's 2 ways I can look about this. So 2, that's 4. There's 2 ways I can look about this. So one, I could just sit there and cry, but like, oh my god, no one's bought any of my products. Or I can look at it and just be like, okay, so where have I gone wrong? Where can I improve? Automatically, I think I went on my social media and I think I've only posted about 5 times of the top, and that was based over a period of time, which, don't get me wrong, there was people that said they were going to buy when it comes out, whatever, right? That's one thing in business. Don't believe what people say, right? Only believe in the actions that they do. So that's one thing I'm going to definitely learn from that, is don't get hyped up from what people say and just stick to your own guns. Another point is my marketing was not anywhere near good enough. It was better than my previous drop, but for this drop, it still wasn't good enough. Third thing, I don't think I built enough value into my brand or into the actual products as well. So that's one thing that I need to be working on. And I think another thing as well is that I just need to actually start tracking results and start actually seeing the business as an actual business. More it's just like, okay, I can afford tops, do a few pictures, release them, and then boom. But really, I actually need to look down in depth of actual data and actual results and knowing a bit more about marketing and so on and so on. So there's a lot of important information that I've actually learned from this. So hopefully my next drop, which will be the hoodies, guaranteed they will be. I will be probably paying for them next month, or it'll be on Saturday, not Saturday, or they'll be in December, but like early December. So I'm hopefully I'll get them round about late Jan. This is a fingers crossed, because we don't know, because right, with my products being in China, the hoodies, I'm also going to try and order more hoodies this time round, and then what I'm going to try and do is actually give them out to influencers. I'm going to try to go down that route again. But yeah, there's different ways. I think each drop I'm just going to try something different until something works. Once something works, then just hone in on that. But at the moment, it's just a learning game, and I'm not really that fussed about it. I prefer these tops anyway, so I'm just glad that they are out. If you do want to get them, just check the link down in the description to the website. We've only got them in small, medium, and larges, which is another thing as well. So that's why I wanted to order more hoodies to get extra small, even though I'm probably only going to get a very small amount of extra smalls. Small, medium, large, and then also it'll be the first time that we have an extra large as well. If it costs me more money, it costs me more money, but I think it's just better just to have multiple products, because it's only going to be one color again, which, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but that's all I can really afford at the moment. I can't afford like 7 different things at once because it's just a shitload of money. We don't make enough sales to actually do it that way either. So yeah, the last couple of days, I'm not going to lie, my habits have been completely shit. Well, yesterday I went to my nan's, which basically just like the whole day. I still went gym, but I didn't really do anything else. And then the day before, I still managed to do everything, but because it's the launch of the hoodie, I did everything, and then I just stayed up late, and then rolled on to the Friday. But apart from that, the whole week's been good. I've had a whole week off, but I've basically just been studying, reading a bit, mainly studying a lot, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And quite frankly, I just don't think you guys are that interested in what I'm really learning about. If you are, sweet. Maybe I might just do like 1 week where I do just talk about what I am studying, just so you guys might have an idea what you want to look at if you want to do it. I don't know. But yeah, Saturday's day, I'm going to be finishing my book, because like what, I'm like nearly halfway. You can kind of see it there, nearly halfway. But the goal is actually just to finish this today. One, the book is difficult for me to read. I'm not the best reader in the world. There is a lot of words where I literally just don't even know what it means or what it even says. I'm not the smartest when it comes to reading, and you could probably tell the way I talk. My English is not the best either. Even I am fucking English, but I kind of want to get off habits because I know what to do with the habits now. It's just me actually doing the actions. The next thing I want to do is learn about money mindset, because me being in debt and having credit cards and loans and stuff like that and going out of contracts and shit like that, I don't really know much about money, to be honest. I want to know how money works. I want to know how the rich understand money. I want to know a bit more about actual like economy. So that would be like interest rates, taxes. That is one thing. I want to avoid as many taxes as possible. Not in a bad way in sense. It's just like if I'm owning a business, obviously I'm just going to employ myself, aren't I? But I'm not going to be the typical pay myself 12.5K because I ain't going to be living on that, am I? So work out how to pay the least amount of tax, but still pay tax, because I still think you should still pay tax in some sort of sense, because obviously it helps society out, doesn't it? Really, paying tax. I mean, wherever the government does with the money, it's down to them, really. But I feel like, being living in England, obviously we do pay quite a lot of tax, but the overall like living standard in England, yes, times are tough. Everything gets expensive. But if you look at some other countries in the world, England's up there for one of the countries I'd rather live in than some other places in the world. Don't get me wrong, I still want to leave the country, but it's not as bad as what it actually is. To be fair, I think just people just make it seem as bad, just make it shit, and just make it as bad as what it is. But yeah, it's not terrible. You can still get rich in the country, so why not? So yeah, so I want to learn a bit more about that. So that's why I want to finish this book. Well, start this book. Oh, it's glossy. I know that through my job because we do books. Rich Dad Poor Dad is about. Well, I know it's about. I fucking listen to the audio book, but just like Psychology of Money, I already listened to the audio book of that. But in hindsight, it's better reading it because I took more than actually just listening to it. So finish this. This is like what, like another 400 pages as well, and it's A5 as well. Like, why the fuck is it this small? Like, what the fuck? Why is it so small? Yeah, so that's why I want to finish that book, and then I can, because at the moment all of the stuff that I've been studying is about money, and I'm still reading about habits. So I'm like, habits is nearly there, but money's not. And I felt like, because it said, oh, work on your habits, wait until you master it, then move on to money. But by that point, I already knew everything to do with the habits. It's just me applying them. So I was like, I'm stuck. And then it kind of fell off a little bit. So I just need to keep learning and reading at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I'm going to be doing today. Chelsea's playing also, so I will be watching that. But finish the book. That is the main goal for today. Tomorrow is Sunday, so that's money and 5 things that went well, 5 things that didn't go well. And then yeah, I'm back at work on Monday. Woo! And then my next holiday is obviously like Christmas times, but I don't really know when I'm off, when I'm not off, so I don't really count that. And then also January, because I've got to go to Vietnam and Thailand. A little bit worried about how I'm going to be financing all of that, because I've got to pay for the hoodies. I've got to pay all my debts naturally. My mum as well, for like board, while I was trying to afford my flight. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do with Thailand and Vietnam, I think I'm just going to get the flights as soon as I can, when I find them that they're quite cheap and I've got the money for it, which will probably be like late November, December time. I think it'll be December, to be honest. And then once all the flights are sorted, I get paid the day I fly out to Vietnam. So I might just do those, that paycheck as in just for hotels, and then the following week, because I still need to pay for Thailand hotels. Oh yeah, because I'm in a week in Vietnam. Once I get paid there, then use that for Thailand. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I need to make a plan for that, but that's not priority at the moment. All my other shit is. So yeah, as these last couple of videos are going to be. They're going to be short. They are, because I'm still studying. I think I will actually start showing you guys what I am studying about, because I think it would be a cool thing for you guys to just to learn with me. So the first thing I'm just going to go over is my finances. So because I wasn't at work, there was no opportunity for me to actually make more money through work. So the total I made, I still got paid, which is nice, which was £414.05. And then my expenditure, I paid £45.17 into my credit card, because I had to use it because my normal card got blocked. Not blocked, but like it just wouldn't work a few times. So I had to go and use my credit card. Amazon, I brought scale for my clothing. I didn't realize how small it was actually going to be. I should have got a bigger one, but it's okay. It's okay. Then the amount that I had to spend on my credit card was £15.17. I gave my mum £100, and also the gym membership came out this week, so that was £21.99. So in total, my expenditure was £192.31, which is not too bad at all. All the other stuff, nothing happened apart from producing slash record label, which Splice, that came out this week, which was £9.77. And then this week, I also put £60 into investing. So my normal pie chart that I have, or yeah, I guess it's a pie chart, it's £50 a week. And then I just recently just made a new pie, and I just put £10 in it, because I just want to see how it would go. If it starts making money, I'll potentially put more into it. But if not, then I might just take it out and just take that £10. I don't know. We'll just see how that goes. I'll also go over the total of the finances for the month. So in total, my income was £2,063.74. My monthly outgoings just out my bank account was £1,147.27. Forbidden Sound, that was £505 that went out at that. Producing record label, that cost me £9.77. And investing, I put £210 in, which leaves me with an outcome of £401.70. And this is without the investing. And then the 5 things that went well this week, 5 things that didn't go so well. As I wasn't at work, there was nothing really to complain about. But I did find a few things that didn't go so well. But we'll always start off with what went well. So finally launched the tops, which is good. That means there's more merch out for people in the world. If you do want to go and grab one, like I said before, link in the description if you want to go and grab yourself one. Started being more active on Forbidden Sound with posting. So I was always worried about what to actually post, what people are going to actually like. But one thing that I've been learning is that people don't know what they want until it's in front of them. So I might as well just push all the information out, or push all the content out, and then when people could like something or they don't like something, they can just fire it back at me. Then I can stop it, or I can carry on doing that. So there's one thing that I'm now going to be doing is posting at least once, either a story, a reel, or an actual post on the Instagram. And so far, the last 3 days, I've done that, or 4 days, one of the two, not sure. Next thing is I've been over the weekend going over my song. As soon as I get that song out, I can actually move on to try and get the record label out, which will be cool. Next thing, it was just nice to have some time off work, to be honest. What I had 10 days in total off from work. You can't complain. You can't complain. So yeah, it was just nice to disconnect, because at the start I was thinking, oh my god, like I was still thinking about work a little bit. But I think as soon as the Sunday hit, I stopped thinking about work. It was non-existent, and I've only been thinking about work tonight. But we'll go in tomorrow and see how it is. And also, I haven't missed a single day at the gym, which is good. Which is unlike me, because I normally take a few days off, but it's been nice to go every single day. And now 5 things that didn't go so well. We've not sold any merch, and it is still Sunday. We've not sold anything yet. It is what it is. I just got to learn from it and improve for the next launch, which would be the hoodies. which I'm saving up. So that's why I haven't spent too much. I'm going to try and get a new quote for 100 hoodies, and then we're going to dish some of them out to producers, influencers, and all that. I think I'm actually going to do that with these tops as well. Just maybe like 5, but yeah, we'll see, because I think supporting artists is obviously the whole goal of Forbidden Sound, and we're not really supporting artists, so I need to bring that value back into it. And also, they're gonna go to DJ, but if they're gonna DJ, they're gonna post, and if they like the actual merch, they're gonna start wearing it, hopefully, and you know how it influence marketing works. So yeah, didn't finish my book, which was one of my goals for the whole week, and I didn't finish it. I don't know what it is. It's just I just feel like because the other books I did 25 and then boom, they were like done. This one's like taking me forever, but there were some days I didn't read, which is my fault. But then the days I didn't read, I tried to make up for it. But the word on the page, there is so fucking many, and it is a good book. I'm not gonna lie, it is a good book. I feel like it's a book for when I'm a little bit older and a little bit more advanced, or like leveled up in my life. I think at the moment it doesn't really apply to me, but in the future, once again, like even having a bit of a family is quite family orientated a little bit. I felt like it would actually be a perfect book to read, but for the moment, I think that's probably why I'm not really finishing it, because it doesn't really connect with me at the moment. Another point was struggling to find balance with the routine and then also socializing. So I felt like it's either too much of one, or and then I completely forget the other thing. So like I think like Thursday, Friday, spent time with like family and friends. I just like threw my whole routine off. I just need to find the balance between spending time with friends and family and then also spending a bit of time in my routine and just making sure that I can still try and hit everything off. That's something that I need to be working on. But yeah, maybe I need to work on my timetable a little bit. Maybe working a little bit advance. And then if I'm not free, say that. If I am free, then yeah. But yeah, need to work on that. Need to work on that. My next point is my body is struggling a little bit physically, and that's probably because I'm not stretching after the gym. So I think I'm gonna have to start stretching, which is one thing that I wanted to do. I'm not gonna lie, I was stretching at home like probably about a month ago, and then I saw like a spider run across where I was like doing my thing, and I was like, "Fuck, I ain't doing that. I should just do it at the gym." And then the final point is there is a lot of bullshit on YouTube to do with like money. And I know why, is obviously they can get views from it, but there's a lot of them, like money gurus or like influencer money gurus. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. And it is a little bit difficult to know which ones to trust, which ones not to trust. Something that I've just been following is that if they're older than me and they are considerably wealthy and they're not made like some money off like recent stuff, they're the ones that I'm listening to. These people that are like, I don't know, or for example, if they got like a Ferrari in their thumbnail, I'm not going to click on that because they're probably just made money from courses. So yeah, there is a lot of people that you just should be a little bit wary about if you are trying to like learn a little bit about money, especially like me. If they got Ferrari, don't listen to them. Basically, listen to people that actually have like proper wealth, either actual entrepreneurs, business owners, financial people, like any people like that. Yeah, and there's also a good amount of like people on YouTube that aren't big in like the real estate industry or something like that, and they come onto YouTube to give like financial advice. There are still some good ones out there. There is just a lot of 18-year-olds that make probably like 10K a month just selling courses that, yeah, they're the people I don't like listening to. I'm here for like generational wealth, not trying to make money quick. Yes, I want to make some sort of money, but it's all about the long-term game, not the short-term game. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Comment if you want to as well. If not, I'll see you guys in the next episode.